Meep.
Bringing it in with that hot hater raid, Savannah Dark.
Welcome back to another week.
Through the power of God and anime.
To the gods.
The powers of God and anime.
Welcome back to
I
Our Rock
cannot
and Roll.
be defeated.
That is right. Our party is strong. Strong with alcohol by their side.
We are better when we drink.
Strong alcohol.
The best is the camera is like just gets like the top part of the fucking whiskey right there.
Yeah.
It just lets them know what I'm about. Just lets them know what I'm
What they
about.
don't see is everything else behind the curtain.
Yeah, there's invariably a DM screen of
It's not dice.
what is my
It's booze.
casual drinking, but is your blackout dead?
Savannah, I'll give you a hot copy of that MP3, my dude.
Yeah. Can we
Courtesy
shout
of
out?
Courtesy of Jacob Cadmus.
Everyone does have these margarita glasses.
Yeah.
So,
I bought them at Goodwill.
yeah, fucking Jared's got one too. Yeah, shout out to our dude Jacob Cadmus from formerly of Nameless Guardian, now goes under Jacob A. Cadmus. He's a film composer, moderately successful. I'm real proud of him.
Huzzah.
He makes
Where
good stuff.
can you find him and his stuff?
He's on SoundCloud at Jacob A. Cadmus. And you can find him on Facebook. Same thing, Jacob A. Cadmus. Cadmus.
Awesome. And as always, I am your humble and drunken dungeon master, Jared Dark, and I am leading the intrepid adventurers on their drunken
That's one word for
adventures
us.
through the lands of Auroch.
Thanks.
Tonight, I am joined by the impeccable, as always.
It's the mother trucking Danimal.
Can we fucking
Can we stop?
go?
Can we just
Let's start over.
It's like,
can we
Go-
just
you
make
just-
references instead?
You just go to the intermission screen and start yelling at Dan.
Come back and I've got like a fucking black eye. All right, so yeah.
Some real domestic violence up in this. All right.
Yeah, just open up this fucking pit. My name's Daniel. I play the Furbolg Druid, Carrick.
Hi, I'm Nikki. I play the wood elf, noble wood elf at that. Noke Feltier.
Keep that nobility.
Got that nobility.
That noble noke. Jeez.
And then, of course, as
Hi.
always on the end,
Hi.
our comptroller
You can
and
say
resident Tolly boy.
You boy.
Resident taco meat.
You do sound like Keurig.
that. What?
He sounds like a Keurig?
Keurig.
That's not how you spell
I
it.
think carrot.
I think of carrots as
Yeah.
well.
Carrot. Caca carrot cake.
Yeah. Carrot cake. Anyway, I'm Chris. Hi. I'm gonna play
There we
Turk.
go.
I'm gonna play Turkir. He's a paladin. He does cool things every now and then.
And we're off. Setting the scene from our last adventure. The boys and girls were hanging out in the tent with the fearless leader Manon of the Dragoons, which is the order that is currently leading the efforts of the northern kingdoms against the southern kingdoms. And of course, in the background of this all, a greater threat looms, known as the Hedge. And you guys brought forth a friend and expert on combating the Hedge, Uriel, who, through clever maneuvering on the part of Manon, discovered that the person is none other than a bastard prince of the since dead king, and that he is Prince Mason, the second eldest son of King Jorn. Or I'm sorry, third eldest son of King Jorn. There's a lot of sons.
Yeah.
It's a lot of kids.
There's a lot of them boys.
Yep.
You wrote them.
I sure did. I also wrote every other NPC. Gets a little difficult to keep up with at times, especially when you're drinking.
Have you seen all these index cards?
Yeah, he has an entire like
Well, I got a box full of them. These are all people.
A lot of folk.
And I'm sure there's plenty of folk we did not meet that we could have met.
Yeah, that would
I
be
don't-
this stack.
We'll meet
Remember
them.
all the people that were full of history and lore that you could have talked to, and you're like, "Nah, we're going to bed." Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it is. Yeah, she's not kidding when I ordered an entire box from Amazon of nothing but index cards. So, with that, Manon discovered who Uriel actually is, and for crimes against the crown, as he is a known witch and warlock, he was sentenced to death, and then Manon left as he needed to conduct a battle. And that is where you guys left off in the tent after you had run away from the king's men, the other dragoons. Though you fought valiantly, some of you, and others healed and stole valiantly,
Sup.
committed petty theft valiantly.
I chilled valiantly.
Valiant theft.
It was the right thing to do.
Oh, God.
Okay.
The paladin says as he reassures himself that committing petty theft is acceptable.
As he holds his dick and reaches for the bracer with the other hand. This is the right thing to do.
So you guys were escorted by one of the other badasses in the tent who essentially saved you guys from a early grave and fought his way out with you. Led you to some horses and took off. And you guys have been on the road for a while, probably a couple miles before you catch up with Prince Mason, who is kind of looks pretty exhausted, like he's been running for a while, and Orphan, the gentleman with long white hair, and in a black overcloak over his black armor, will basically halt the group and jump off and meet you guys. And Uriel seems pretty happy to see you guys, and it's more like a sign of relief. It's over, and this is what should be our next steps.
I have a question. Point of
Yeah.
order. Are we going to call him Mason or Uriel from now on?
I don't know. What are you gonna call him?
That's our decision.
Well, I mean, like, are you going to call him Mason or Uriel?
I don't know.
Because you're like, you got to Prince Mason, and then you're like, and then Uriel's super glad to see you. And it's just, I'm
Maybe
getting
I'm
a
gonna call them both.
little cognitive dissonance here. Okay.
So long as you're not having ion dissonance, I don't think
made
it's a
the-
problem.
the connection. Mostly because I just.
Yep.
All right.
Uh,
So what
She's
do
here
we
with us, or no?
she is not.
I'm chilling with my brother.
Orphan will dismount as soon as possible and have the rest of the horses halt. He will then basically say, "My prince, we have to get you off the road." They will scour the countryside, and provided they have the manpower to do it right now, because I'm not your prince. I'm just Uriel still.
Well, that answers your question.
Nothing in the last few hours has changed who I am. Took the name Uriel. That is who I am. Not a prince. You just sitting over there scratching your chin.
Yeah.
Uriel also will look at you guys and say, "I am. My heart weeps with joy to know that you all would fight in my name, even when I've discarded. Thank you."
I'm sure Turkey will agree. As far as I'm concerned, you are the rightful king.
I don't know about that, but I am the right guy to fight the hedge. That's for sure. If Manon and his puppet king refuse to acknowledge the greater threat, someone has to stand up and save our kingdom. I don't do it by choice. I do it because nobody else will step up and do it for us.
Dragoons are in the service of the king, and are we dragoons? Ethan, are we dragoons?
He looks at you both and says, there is no doubt in my mind that my father made the right decision. And if I were to ever bear the mantle of king, there would be no hesitation. You are both my dragoons.
So,
just got a little,
Just put a little.
so, and say, well, that's all well and good, but you speak truth. The world is out of balance, and we must restore it.
Orphan's like, that's cool. Can we restore order and balance in the world off the fucking roads?
What this guy said.
Uriel like grabs Orphan's horse and is like, yes, sir. And Orphan's like, okay.
All right.
Just starts like walking into the woods that are nearby off the road. And as Orphan is leading you guys there, he says, we should cold camp until we can make contact with some of our allies. Once we do that, we'll establish another base camp and work to get the bracelet back.
Do we have any idea where the bracelet is now?
I am guessing it is in Manon's possession. Now he would let the only item that allows him to essentially keep the kingdom in his hands, very far from him.
You mean to
I saw
say
you pilfer his room. If you don't have it, that's my best guess.
It wasn't there. But I did find something else. And then I'll pull out the book.
Awesome.
I like how the book is like full size.
Yeah, it's like
Because I am a dwarf, so therefore it's this big.
That's cute.
I found an book.
Orphan is like, great, a book, because that's what we need to establish our kingdom. And
Nope, but Uriel wants it.
Uriel will walk over and start thumbing through the pages as well.
The orphan, you mean to say that you believe it's on Manon's person?
That is correct.
Well, that's less than ideal.
Final boss.
Really, we can create enough trouble for him. We can force him to parlay. And we can come to terms. That's our best bet. Either that or, our king has a champion who challenges their king in single combat, just like the days of old.
Sounds like you. Because clearly it's not us.
Sounds like you are potentially looking forward to that.
We would need, if we were to go that route, we would need to actually have a confederation that forms our legitimacy. We can't be four dudes hanging out in the woods, unfortunately. So
I'm sure that if word spread that one of the king's heirs sought to make claim to the throne, that we would find support.
how long would that take?
I don't know how fast can we run?
Imagine about as fast as that horse took us, which is exactly to no one.
I'm a bird. I can be a bird.
I could be a bird.
I can be a bird. Bird.
It isn't long. Okay, we'll switch over to where you are now.
Nice.
Your brother just basically told you to
Scene change.
run off after the rest of the regime that left and kind of keep tabs on them. Keep him in the know and kind of keep them close by. Well, not close by in a sense that they need to be like a certain amount of kilometers, but close by in the sense he wants to keep a level of awareness on these people.
Yeah. Could I rejoin?
That's when he basically will send you off with a few of his rangers,
Perfect.
and he lets you know that they're gonna clean up after the mess that your guys made in their wake away from the camp.
I didn't do it.
No, you didn't. He's making fun of the other idiots you travel with.
I didn't start anything.
That doesn't
I heard someone.
make them any less idiots as far as your brother's concerned.
I didn't do anything.
I only turned into a giant fell wolf and attacked a paladin. No big deal. MBD.
Okay, let's talk real quick. You want to have a talk real quick?
No, I already. Had to talk.
Lothar was advancing on my dude. I got in between. I didn't start shit.
You got in front of a paladin.
Don't start no shit. Won't be no shit.
He told me I should have died. Fuck him. Righteous motherfucker.
Start sounding like Aplock over there.
I know.
All right.
Damn.
Getting a little jaded over there. Find the light, my friend.
Puerto
Find the
Rican
light.
blood.
His light does not apply
So
to the laws
spicy.
of nature, my dude.
So, how far away am I from Carrick and?
It's a couple hours tracking them.
Okay.
Goes by. You guys, there are humans who are also in pursuit, but you guys kind of move quite a bit quicker than them. And with the rangers mucking up the trails on their behalf and kind of giving them false trails to follow, you're easily leading them in the wrong direction as you guys make your approach. So it isn't long before the leader of your brother's rangers basically says they're in that pack of woods right there. You should go make contact. We'll clean up out here and make sure that nobody can find your trails.
Sounds good. I will go forward into the woods.
Stay safe and do not trust them. I don't know what that was.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games? Sure. They're just like, okay.
Okay, weirdo.
All right.
Goodbye.
Got it.
They all look at each
They're
other
like,
the fuck
they
does that
look
mean?
at each other and they're like, you're the princess.
They're gonna start doing it from now on, though. That's a joke.
Old trendsetter.
I dive fast into the woods.
And it's as you are hitting the edge of the woods, you turn around to look for them, and the other rangers are already gone.
Oh no.
Yep. We will go back to you guys. You were talking amongst yourselves, and Uriel is like, "Holy shit! This book is basically everything I would need." The notes of the person who transcribed this did incredibly well. Cough, Rufus, cough. And it's about that time, like you guys would probably notice Noke walking up, but instead you are focused on something else. And Noke, this catches your eye as well. You're about 30 feet away from the group, sitting down, all kind of talking to each other, when a portal appears right in front of you guys. As this little green and yellow portal opens up. It looks very similar to portals that you've seen before. Though looking inside of it, it just appears to be like, you just see like, not the hedge. Looks like you see like normal, like, honestly, it looks like the inside of an unkept tent. And out steps a man in purple robes.
My man.
My dude.
With a trace of armor underneath. With his hood thrown up. Hey, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
You're alive. I'm so
Yeah.
happy to see you.
Hi.
Welcome.
I don't
It's good
know
to see
him.
you again, Ian. And as he like steps through, and Uriel immediately like takes the book, closes it, like throws it behind him, and just like draws steel. And Nicodemus is like, "I just want to read your books. I just want to read them. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not on anybody's side. I just think it's cool. Books are fun and fundamental. It's fine. Reading Rainbow." And the portal behind him closes. He's like, "Nobody knows I'm here. It's cool. I'll keep your secrets. Also, you should probably find a way to magically conceal your identity, possibly using the mage that's right over there." And he points at Noke, and you guys look back and Noke talking at you.
Oh, hello.
Greetings.
Also, you guys should probably work on a new campsite because just walked up on you. Whew, you guys are really bad at this.
You are truly
Yeah.
easily tracked.
Well,
Aren't they, though?
when you run like I do, I'm sure it's easy to find some hoofs and some dwarf feet.
I mean, all they had to hear was the sweet chugs of a Atreyu. As we know, Alexander emits heavy.
I was not riding Alexander, but that's fine.
Oh, okay. Well,
As you remember, he helped Mr. Warsong put me on a horse because he's a nice guy.
Yes, he did.
He picked me up like a giant baby.
all right.
I can
So,
punch you both.
okay, well, we could move it along, I guess. Find somewhere more secure. Do you have any recommendations, Nicodemus? Also, where did you come from?
That's a portal. Did
Uh-huh.
you hear? Guys, did he bump his head?
He was close to the void.
Sorry to hear that. Farted. And he like looks back at you guys.
I'm not touched. I'm just curious.
Well, we were in the camp together. There. And I used magic and found you.
Oh, me? Oh, you
He's getting it.
you
He's getting
you
it.
I
found
think he got it.
you found me.
Magic.
Magic. And then I said teleport. Teleport. So it's like walking. But
No,
without-
see, I understand. My neck is just a little sore from a fucking paladin chopping on it. Just saying. What were you doing?
Trying to get the books, idiot.
Yeah.
The only thing that matters. I didn't waste time fighting. That would be stupid. God. You're the one who got hit in the head. I made out like a bandit. I'm alive. And the books are right there. And he looks at Uriel and he's like, also, if I wanted those books, you'd already be fucking dead.
My man.
I look at Uriel and I'm like,
My man.
Your boy.
Uriel is like, fat chance, witch. Your head would fall from your shoulders faster than you could blink.
nope,
Or in this instance, teleport.
nope, Uriel. Yep. I tend to believe him. Every time I've doubted this purple robed asshole, he proves me wrong.
He may not be able to run more than 100 feet, but he surely is more powerful than we estimated. That's actually Nicodemus pulling out like
It's a
He's
it's
like,
a flask that looks like
what
a
your
book.
friend says is correct.
Uriel says, I have made a career of hunting his kind and making them pay for the pain they have caused. I do not doubt his strength. I doubt his ability to fell me. That said, if this area is not secure, then we need to keep moving. And Orphan will basically like stand up at that point and look over across the woods. we are less alone than we were before. And you guys will see a figure like move off in the distance.
Told you guys.
Make a spot check, everybody, or a perception check.
So easily found.
23.
Okay.
I'd love to be able to roll, but my dice are over there.
There's
True.
I'd love to have my dice.
Oh my gosh, you're such a baby. 9.
I'll add all those up, please. 10.
Okay. All of you see, at the very least, the silhouette of the creature, as it appears to be like moving through the brush. It is not incredibly quiet. In fact, a lot of the brush that it moves through immediately like falls apart around it. You're not quite sure how big it is. You think it is longer than a human is tall. Think it is some sort of creature. You don't think that that is a natural creature moving towards you guys. It's moving too fast to be like on the prowl, and it's moving too slow to be like casually moving. Whatever it is, those movements are not natural.
All right, I guess I'll tell everyone. There's something unnatural coming. Possibly hedge. You need to be careful.
Nicodemus like immediately like drops down and he like pulls out like a book and opens it and like starts reading. And then he takes out like a crystal that's hanging from a chain. And he's like, "Don't think so, big guy. My JO crystal isn't lighting up." He will say at that point, "If you cast detect magic, you will no doubt find magic. I just don't know
Well,
if
then
it'll be
why?
that creature."
But then why?
Nicodemus is going to fucking light up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
You found him. It me.
It's like, whoops, I'm magical. Crazy. Orphan will pull out his sword. And you guys hear like the ringing of the blade leaving the scabbard. Yep. And then at that point the creature will stop in its movements. And you'll hear in a language that what languages do you speak?
I know Southern, Northern, and Dwarvish.
Okay. You do not recognize it, the dialect or the specific language. You both recognize it as some sort of dialect of Sylvan, but you're not sure what was said. Sounds like some kind of offshoot of Elven. And Orphan responds back in a very similar manner.
Huh.
And you see the creature kind of like, instead of looking like it's kind of like moving along the floor, it just kind of stands up on two legs and walks towards you guys. It is Crassus.
Huh.
Play that game where you guys could have met people and known things, but you guys were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to bed, bear."
You need a rest.
We wanted to
Anyway.
get to the good shit.
His Crassus is wearing a form of draconic armor, except it is heavily covered in spikes and appears to be like crafted to him almost like a living suit.
He's the one with like the
Full-
baller version of like Cord's armor.
Yeah, he's like full suit, dragon armor,
He's got like the bones that come out.
bone. Yep, definitely
Yeah,
spikes.
okay.
The whole 9 yards. Yeah. He is wearing what appears to be like a gray dragon's armor, but it is like a full suit from head to fucking toe, and it has been magically modified. He will walk towards you, and Orphan will say, "What took you so long?" He'll say, "There were some elves covering up your tracks as you left camp. It made things difficult."
Anybody we would know?
The other figure looks at you and says, "I don't believe you met them. You're very rude in the tent."
Guilty.
Orphan will say, "This is my cousin, Crassus." Then Crassus will say, "I made contact with a few others before we left camp. The Black Clan is packing up their armies and belongings and will be making a separate base camp not too far from this location, near the Downs. They have to go to the northern end to not get pinched behind Ibelite's forces." Orphan will say, "Oh, very well. Crassus scout the area. Send word when it is safe for us to move." Very well. And you guys see him like almost as quick and shadowy as he came, like slink back into the woods and disappear.
Okie dokie.
It looks like someone is making a base camp for us. We'll be meeting with the old man.
Well, let's do it to it.
Yep, you guys rest for a while. About 3 hours go by when Crassus returns and tells you guys to follow him. It's another few days journey from here. About 3 days on foot. You guys aren't utilizing any normal roads whatsoever. You go through like patches of woods, then into some fields, and eventually you make your way into the hills that's around the area. So the hills are what would normally be a beautiful sight. This time of year are almost treacherous as water and mud kind of runs around them. They are known as the Downs, and they have a reputation for being funeral downs, essentially. This is where the first kings of men and many of their ancestors are buried. And it is never recommended that people be out here without guides, horse, or alone after dark. My poor pencil. Anyway, it isn't long before you guys are shown deep into the hills where a base camp has been established, kind of in between two major hills, with really only one natural way in between them, which is where your camp has been laid. You see the banners of House Black and House Blackthorn raised high. As you approach, there will be sentries, men upon fell wolves. They'll be on top of the hills as they kind of like bear down on your position. You wouldn't really want to walk or run or ride a horse up and down these hills, but the fell wolves make pretty short work of it. As you guys are greeted by what appears to be men of House Blackthorn riding atop the noble steeds of their clan. You guys aren't frightened because you've seen a fell wolf or two before. Crazy.
Hi.
Do you think you can do that? Like not come down the hill and not trip?
Yeah, pretty sure. So it says it's been a few
You'll hear
days.
Nicodemus say, "That is a grace that is learned, not just earned."
Did we recover any HP?
You guys have
Speak
not
for yourself.
been resting. It's
Oh.
been a straight walk.
Oh God.
So what is your hit die?
I got 5d8.
You're a D8.
Yep.
Then you recover. What's your Constitution bonus?
+4.
You have 5 hit points, as you have been able to take it easy
Nice.
riding on horseback, and the whole time you would have been able to kind of nurse your wounds. I assume you are fine, Chris.
Yes.
Have you been able to remove the sin of petty theft from your soul?
It was for the greater good.
No one is arguing that.
Yeah, but you don't have to say it every time.
It's more for him at this point.
The greater good.
All for the greater
It's a
good.
GG.
All right.
Okay, so these guys are coming. Hail and well met.
Yep, they will realize exactly who is amongst them. And they will hail Orphan first and foremost, and then the rest of you. And Orphan will say, "Is the old man alive?" And one of the riders say, "Yeah, he's in bed, though. And it's likely he's not getting back up." We haven't had the heart to tell him Felon is dead. For those of you who are not aware, Felon is his great-grandson who died saving his life.
Pour
Nice
one out
boy.
for our homies.
Yep. So, if you can, make no mention of it. Orphan will say, "I will not." Did anybody else make it or leave the camp? He will say, "Another ornery dragoon came with us."
And who is this dragoon?
What color was he?
I know them all by color.
You can't just ask people what color they are.
Gosh.
You can't just
Inclusive.
ask people why they're white.
He was wearing orange scales and had a foul mouth.
That would be Cord. Okay.
It's good to know that he's alive.
Yep, he made it.
He was badly bruised and beaten when he arrived.
I got my neck chopped.
Your
I always got to
medal's
make it
in the
about
mail.
you.
Huh?
He says your medal is in the mail.
I can't wait to see it. I have a 0 intelligence modifier.
Indeed.
That's
It
why Nicodemus
shows,
is
my
talking to
friend.
you in that way.
That's
No,
why
no,
Nicodemus
okay.
thinks you're retarded.
No,
Exactly.
okay. Nicodemus is just that way.
No.
Nicodemus is a good heart, and he's very smart.
He's very smart and does not like joking.
No. No jokes ever with Nicodemus.
Never goofs.
No. The no goofs for Goofademus.
Nicodemus is like, "I am a very serious man." He like pulls a flask out and starts drinking.
I heard you start laughing while you said that.
I was just drinking while I said it. It's fine.
It's fine.
If you say something when you're drunk, it only has to be like 70% true. I read that in a book
Yep.
once. That's also true.
70%
You-
accurate.
Okay.
Can't argue with the book. What are you gonna do? Punch it? Scram, tell me your secrets. That's what I thought. Dumb illiterate giant.
I speak 7 languages.
Your medal's in the mail.
I can't wait to see it.
As you guys enter through the palisade camp that's been set up, you realize that there are no fires, no pyres. They've kind of set up these little earth kilns that they've been cooking their food in. So you guys like see steam and smoke kind of coming out, and then people are like dissipating it as quickly as they can. With fans. Everything here seems to be done quietly and as quickly as possible. The living conditions here are atrocious. If you thought like the bad side of the camp looked horrendous before, this is basically like the worst conditions possible that you could imagine. These guys are basically roughing it as hard as they can to make sure that their presence is not known. So they may be hidden and secure, but they are by no means safe. And will not be able to maintain this position for very long, any of you believe. As you make your way towards the lead tent, where the sigil of House Black sits, you are led inside by the ranger who escorted you guys here. And he announces that the dragoons, House Warsong, and the House of the King have arrived. He bows and then leaves the room. You guys are met with some familiar faces and some unfamiliar ones. You guys recognize Esserus. He was the leader of the cavalry mercenaries. He is in the tent. You will see one guy who was a member of the Bleak Company. And he walks over and kind of embraces Uriel in a big hug and asks if the rest made it out. They both reply like, no, the Willow Woman didn't make it. The other guy replies, many of our mercenaries were basically stabbed in the back at the battle, and a lot of our forces died. So it is bittersweet, but he will state that those that still remain have all rallied here. And you guys recognize another mercenary band that was at the meeting. They are here as well. They all have like their hair tied back in various long fashion with several braids that appear to be like a reddish brown, like a sepia color with wax interwoven in it. You recognize this as blood braids. You don't know anything about them because you guys didn't ask anything or talk to them or anything like that because you guys are super rude the last meeting.
We're
I'm
never,
sorry.
ever going to live this.
This is not you.
I
This
was
is
gonna
for,
say.
for those two.
You could have changed this. You were there.
No, she wasn't there for that.
I meant she wasn't playing, but she was here.
Oh. No, I don't think she was. I think that was when she arrived, you guys were like in the dwarf part.
Oh,
Yeah. You guys had already fucked that up. Cord is here as well. And that is really it for familiar faces.
How many other faces are there?
There are several. Most appear to be like guards or members of other houses.
Okay.
So basically described all who's there.
Okay. We got Esserus, Bleak Company, Blood Braids, Cord.
Hayden is there.
Oh, Hayden.
Kind of like pulls himself up to greet you guys again. And he will attempt to bow low before Princess Noke. You guys hear multiple like bones breaking as he does that. And he's like, oh fuck.
Oh, the princess.
He's like, Guy like pulls him back up. He
Thank you,
goes,
sir.
Forgive me, princess, for the night's not been easy on my body.
The Knights with a K or with an N?
Both. What? It's not my fault. It tastes good. Pass it down to Chris.
Do the Chris.
Just have a little swiggy swig.
I just saw the way that you looked at the bottle was the same way that your son looks at like anything. You
Look
guys
at
had
me.
like the same like.
Same love of life.
He pointed at me yesterday and I died.
Yep. He was just like,
Like, and I was like, yes.
he's like, I'm the bad bitch in the room. Isn't that really fucking good? Ah, I wish this fucking podcast was sponsored by Jameson Black Barrel.
It is. Take a team, baby.
Right.
Until we get sued.
This episode of
Peppers.
this episode of Or Rock and Roll is brought to you by margaritas with Milagro tequila.
God, this smells amazing.
This is
Try a little. Just try a little.
Jameson Black Barrel, single barrel,
I killed
1780.
2 of those in the hospital when my wife was down
Oh my god.
because she injured her back.
Yeah, you want some of that?
Fucking might as well. Here we go.
It's apparently your son was hugging the dealer.
Yeah.
I want him to attack me with hugs.
That he just attacked you with points.
Yeah. More like, don't hug me.
He likes the hugs now.
I'll give him one.
Man, I'll give that baby a lot of hugs. Man, love that baby.
He's a pretty cool kid. The only cool kid I got.
At least he's not spending your fucking hard-earned ducats on fucking e-points.
Oh.
Also, when did you see the baby?
Yeah.
Savannah is like,
Yeah.
cuts deep.
You were over there
man.
yesterday?
Cuts deep.
Yeah. Grunkle Dan.
Grunkle Dan.
Uncle Dad.
Oh, you have the same hair as him now.
I do. Also, I love that baby. Moving on.
So, back on to end scene. Hayden will shake all of your hands and thank you for being here, and will once more bow before his king, Mason, and then we'll kind of pull himself back up and ask if he should prefer that we refer to him as Prince Uriel. And Uriel will simply say, "You can just call me Uriel. That's it, my dude. You good. That's all I need in life." So very well. That is what we shall call you for now. And Orphan will say, "What is the status here, old man?" And we'll say, "Very well. Right to it then. Well, to be honest, things are not good. We have the houses of Blackthorn, and Warsong, and the mountain clans of Kresh and McCaven have also thrown in their lot with us and are leaving the camp tonight. They will be joining our forces. I have heard that several dragoons come with them, but I cannot confirm whom. We do know that House Fellscale leads House Harkon, Odogeth, and Versing against us. And if anything, we know that the Duar stand alongside Mainen as well."
You mean to say that House Fellscale is against us?
Why would they not be? It is their king that currently sits on the throne.
Is Keld leading them?
Held is not the leader of House Fellscale. Their king is the man who stood against us in the tent, Jareth.
Hmm.
The warrior king of the mountain clans. currently the owner of the only city in the mountains, the pass. I do not know of Keld's location. He is not here. But we also know that of the northern houses, there's Eyeblight, Elfin, Skyborn, Aramith, Dalgard, and Easleaf. We have our work cut out for us.
Sounds like it.
We do have the mercenary companies. League Company, the Dread Band, and the Blood Braided. All our ranks. What we lack in sheer numbers, we make up for in guerrilla forces and shock warfare. When our northern clans are here, we shall move to a more permanent base camp on the far side of the hills, which will pool our enemy should they come to us through this treacherous land. We'll both slow them down and allow us to counterattack them in a closed field. We will all be waiting on the other side should we need to choke their armies out at the pass. Of course, they have large enough forces. They can do it. But if we are able to acquire any other forces, it will make our position incredibly invaluable. He's like looking around, waiting for feedback. Nicodemus is just like, wow, this Jameson Black Barrel is very delicious.
Oh, Nicodemus, you're so meta.
I feel as though you two have been making many decisions lately. But
I'm tired of talking. I've been talking the whole time.
But you love talking.
What are you guys doing?
looking to you, sweet paladin, who does the right thing.
Sweet, fair Turkir.
To choose
Sweet, fair.
With the fairest beard of the land.
Sweet, fair, petty theft Turkir.
to choose the right path.
You're mad at me all you want. It's really great or good.
I'm not mad at all. I think it's fucking great.
What
that
is
was my favorite part about the last session.
What's that?
Your character is just like, are they fighting? And I'm like, yeah, giant fight. And you're just like, okay. Wake me up before you go. And you like walk right into his fucking tent. And you're just like digging through his shit. And you're like, oh, okay, that looks good.
Did I hear a triple spell slot Divine Smite? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, okay.
You're just like, somebody got wrecked. And you walk outside and you're like, wake me
Oh, it's
up
Dan.
before you
Oh no.
lay on hands. Wake me up before you go.
Hooked on a field.
Oh my god. Turkey. What does your gut tell you?
Fucking do something. Let's go.
My gut tells me that regardless of the battle between the clans, we got bigger fish to fry, as there will be no kingdom to fight for if the hedge get their way. So we should probably figure out what the next course of action is when it comes to how to deal with that. That's what I'm more concerned with. As much as I hope that all of us can survive the slaughter to come against the other forces,
Slaughter.
it's coming.
Shit.
We need to make action.
Sounds a little Game of Thrones.
Where have you been?
I'm
We
gonna
literally have a king of the north.
I mean, to be fair, they also don't have a king in the south,
But it's the king in
so
the
it's,
north.
it's less meta.
I don't disagree.
So I'm gonna look at Nicodemus, and like, well, you traveled to us seemingly easily enough. Can you get us to where Mainen is so that we can get the bracer and make some progress on this?
Nope, no can do, big guy.
Why is that?
Because I planted something upon one of you when we were in the hedge, so that way, should we get separated, I could find you very easily once more. It's called a scrying rock. One of you ate it. You just don't know it. It's going to be in your bowels for the next 4 years.
Shit, but I'm gonna. I didn't sign a waiver for this.
3 guesses. So then the first 2 don't
goes,
count.
Also, I'm not telling any of you.
And it's also probably not me.
Zone of truth.
It is not you, the person who was not with them.
Yeah.
He's like, you can cast Zone of Truth. I know what that is, my dude.
I'm not following.
Any of you had
Nope, it's the
He
one
probably-
that has never existed in this story ever.
apple butt?
It's
Yeah.
not apple butt.
No. Like I said, 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count.
Oh, Dan, you're too hard on yourself.
I probably ate it because I eat so much fucking food.
It's not our fault that you, like,
Apple butt.
punish yourself by eating, like, 200 pounds of food per sitting.
Now it's rock butt.
True.
Boulder butt.
Boulder butt.
Boulder butt. All right,
that.
moving on. Okay, well, that's one idea down. Turkir
I will,
or Uriel. What's our next move?
we need that bracelet. If we are committed to getting it via any means, then unfortunately, I really only see 2 ways of doing it. Either presenting ourselves in a threatening enough manner that he will debate with us, or presenting ourselves in such a legitimate manner that his claimant to the throne is in jeopardy, and we can have a duel of champions, in which case Orphan will kill anything that exists on the planet. And Orphan's just like in the corner like, it's true.
Yep.
It's true. You are all lucky in that regard.
Glad I'm
Alright.
on this side.
What we lack in numbers, we make up for in sheer badassery. Orphan will look over at Noke to ask, does your brother plan on actually picking a side? Just going to back the winner.
You're not wrong. He does not like to lose.
Indeed. I have much respect for Leonis.
He wants to do whatever is right for his people.
Well,
And obviously, a winner is the best choice.
I can't say that we are what's right for his people, but what I can say is we will be what is right for his people. Mainen, whether you like it or not, is going to control the throne. One way or the other. You could be married, or your brother's daughter could be married to the king. Mainen is in control of the throne. An alliance with Mason puts you firmly in the behest of the kingdom. Your word would always be Princess Noke. But if you find yourself in our camp, your word is Queen Noke. And like
Well,
Uriel looks over and he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? wait, what are you doing?" Orphan, what are you doing? And he's just like, I'm just having a casual, cool conversation with this elven lady. It's none of your fucking business. It's fine.
Just an elven lady.
He's like, you don't want to be king? Shut up. Don't worry about it.
He doesn't even want to be prince.
I just can't wait to not king.
And Uriel or Orphan will look over at you and say, Exhibit A for a good king, one who doesn't want the job. The other one is a fucking man-child with only half of a king's blood. That one is at the very least, he has a good pedigree. He is related to me and mine.
Hmm.
And now we'll have Uriel walk in a circle. And
Uriel has like dismissed himself, and essentially, Nicodemus in tow.
Uh-oh.
Are you suggesting
books.
there not be a king at all? But a queen instead?
Oh, definitely not.
Fuck.
These are the realms of men, my
Thought
lady.
so.
These are the realms of men.
Was going to try and find a dragon.
However, that does not mean that the realm cannot be ruled alongside a queen. That is an absolute fallacy. The last 2 generations have been an absolute atrocity in terms of rulership. We've had High King Joran, who could never find anyone to satisfy his, I don't know, anything really. It was either, oh no, whatever will I do? I can't marry this noble. This other noble makes me laugh. Fucking wah, baby. And then it's, oh, I can't, but you're a mountain lady, but you're also my friend's sister, and you're cool, and you make me laugh, but like, I don't know, you're poor. Wah. Fucking idiot. Best thing that's ever fucking happened to him is he met my sister. He fucked that up too.
Oh, I just had a
Right.
drop moment. I was like, what?
Well,
And his father was a goddamn lecherer who had no respect for anything in this kingdom other than the growth of his own personal power, which he abused unrightfully, which caused the decline of my own clan.
I know it's within my brother's interest to have me marry into the throne, if not his daughter. So truly, it's not his decision to make but mine.
Well, very well. Then consider myself not speaking to you, or not speaking to your brother through you, but speaking to you directly.
I was like, what? I'll take that responsibility.
Well, the choice is yours. I shall attempt to sway you no further. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, my wife.
I'm going to. You want me to pick up the kitty? The elf will pick up the kitty.
Matt would pick up the kitty and then put it in his face.
No, the giant would pick up the kitty and be like, "This is a giant kitty."
All right. Well, I'm going to.
Okay.
So Orphan's currently just kind of fucking going off, huh?
He did for a minute. He seems to have collected himself.
Okay. Well, Uriel has absconded with Nicodemus.
No, it's more like he absconded and Nicodemus followed.
Okay.
He wants the books.
Okay. Are we? Turk here. Are we sure that we know what side Nicodemus is on? Should we be leaving Uriel alone?
I mean, Uriel said it himself. He'll fell his head before anything happens.
Look, just because you're a little bitch who couldn't find Nicodemus doesn't mean everybody's a little bitch who couldn't find Nicodemus.
I quit D&D. Do I look like a fucking Chicago Bulls net circa 1992? Because I'm fucking getting dunked on a lot. Holy shit.
That was good. I like that.
Thank
that was good.
you.
We will rest down for the evening. You guys will see Cord has also walked off with the king, or what he continues to proclaim is his king. And is keeping an eye on Nicodemus as well, for those of you who are concerned. All of you may give yourselves 1,200 experience points, with the exception of Kristoff, who can give himself 1,650, and Dan, who can give himself the same.
Ooh.
Oh, so I get 12.
That is correct. That is correct. I mean, Applelock can also give himself 1,200. He just isn't here to get it.
What do we got to be to get to level 6?
12 grand, I think.
You gave me a kiss.
Shucks.
Can we talk about how you guys have a sign in here that says, I feel God is in this Chili's?
Yeah.
I love that so fucking much.
Yeah.
That is perfect.
She got invited to this thing, and by invited I mean they gave her like 2 tickets to the thing, and then they gave her a sign that says that she was invited, but gave us the sign and then a bunch of letters to just make whatever we want with it.
Perfect.
Yeah, and they gave me a bunch of
It's actually 14,000 we need.
Yeah, so we're still ways off.
Yep.
And I said, what is my favorite office quote?
So done.
Because I'm
well.
off.
Who said that?
It was Pam.
Is
says that
Pam?
when she's
At the
drunk.
Dundies,
Okay.
the Dundee
Remember,
Awards.
she's like super. She's like, God in this Chili's tonight.
Is that in like season 1?
2?
Season 2?
Yeah. It's like one of the first.
It's early
episodes
on,
of season
yeah.
2. Yeah. The Dundies.
The Dundies, where they
She
cancel
gets
it, so it's
banned.
just Michael paying for it all.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's why everybody goes fucking crazy.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
banned
And he hates himself.
everyone.
Ah, it's such a good fuck.
It's when her and Jim have like
Yeah.
my favorite episode.
Oh, The Office. And I'm wearing an Office t-shirt.
Yeah, perfect.
Nah, 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 nah. So we rest up for the evening.
Yep.
We got some experience
The-
points.
Instead of like the Final Fantasy rest up song, just imagine the Doug song is playing while you guys are asleep. And then you guys wake up more experienced.
Da-da-da-da-da, ba-dum-bum.
Would that be the version, or would it just be like the scene change one where it's like
That sounded close enough to Seinfeld. But I'll allow it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
are any of us high enough level to be Quail Man yet?
Oh no, you guys are ways away.
I mean, I can literally be Quail Man.
You
That's
can
gonna
literally
be-
turn into a quail. Man.
That's in the 3rd installment of the Critical Fit series, where we introduce the class Quail Man.
Don't fucking tempt me with a good time. I'm on the phone with Nickelodeon yesterday. Like,
Perfect.
this episode brought to you by the Critical Fit Podcast.
This episode brought to you by Nickelodeon.
Nicodemus.
Who is Gil Backman?
Your boy.
All right. You guys go to sleep.
No.
Uriel will call you all together in the command tent the next morning. He will explain that he basically has inferred everything he needs to know from these 2 books and has translated everything. Wants to know if you guys have any questions about what needs to be done next.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
Well, I see 3 ways of getting back the bracelet.
3 ways now. You found a 3rd way.
Well, the other 2 ways are parlay, get the bracelet, challenge his champion, kill his champion, get the bracelet. He's probably not going to agree to give us the bracelet under any of those 2 circumstances. So the 3rd one, why would you Mission Impossible into
Yeah.
it? Why wouldn't it be like the Braveheart theme where
Ooh.
it's just like Mel Gibson being racist?
They will never take our
They
freedom.
will never take my bracelet.
Okay.
We meet them in open combat upon the field of battle.
Upon the field. Of
I actually prefer
Brave.
wake me up before we go. Like if you have to kill people in the open field of combat.
Yeah, that would be the choice song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Where do I want to go with this?
Either that or the most overplayed song in all of cinema history.
Hey.
Oh. Let's go. Hey. Oh.
I was thinking, you make
Let's go.
my dreams come true.
No, it's definitely the Ramones.
Yeah,
Bam,
you-
bam.
Just destroying people? Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, there's a montage of us shopping in the mall. We're all buying new armor and
Turkir's
shields.
like, he's on the chainmail aisle and he's just like, and he goes to like push his cart and then he's like, he can't move it anymore.
he pulls out like a staff and he's like looking at it and he looks at me and I'm like, we're all-
Yep.
Or you go to pull down a thing of chainmail and it pulls down all of the racks, and we're like,
And you're just like the white guy on any infomercial. You're like,
whoa! And then we like
falling
run out of the store and we're like freeze frame with us like running out of the
Make
mall.
my dreams come true.
and we're all in the food court eating pizza.
And smash cut. Your fucking hammer's in a dude's head, and we're in the middle of the fucking battle.
that's right.
Song's
then, like,
perfect.
Like Noke like fucking uses a fireball and like melts a bunch of fucking people. And then you guys look over and you're like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "I'm great." And then like raises up a pile of Mentos and it's just like, "Mentos, the fresh maker."
Let's just keep going with the memes and then we all just like fucking do this away in the sunset.
Touches alive. The Mentos fresh and
So it really doesn't take that much booze to derail us.
It didn't take any booze.
No, okay,
Oh,
so
man.
I'm gonna derail the Mentos. You see the fell wolf bite a dude literally in half, throw the remains at another dude, and then he flashes a winning smile and he goes ding, and it's Mentos, the fresh maker. Fucking nailed it.
I'm gonna put that song on right now, but we would get fucking struck so fast.
Oh, hell.
Dude, Twitch apparently employs some of the greatest technology known to man when it comes to picking up existing sound IPs.
I'm surprised that they haven't already flagged us already
Except for
because we
metal.
sounded just like the song.
fucking
You are
right.
not
It's
wrong.
fucking Hall and Oates over here.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the
Good
reason
girl.
why we actually couldn't record the one time that we were doing your game, because when we were a bard and
Britney
like
Spears.
yeah, and Britney Spears and I, you know, we had her manager
yeah,
and her support
and
slash
Federline.
backup
and-
dancers. Yeah, we would have. I mean, immediately we would have been sued.
Being Britney Spears.
Britney Spears in Vegas, she would have been like, "Oh my God, how
Or
did
she
I
would've
end
been
up in
so
Jacksonville, Florida?"
Flattered
Yeah, she's
at
been
how
like
I represented her.
4 fucking nerds in Jacksonville, Florida. Really just enjoy fucking Toxic and Britney, bitch.
Yeah. That song's
Chris
great.
Sermon wails.
That
on
would also be
fucking
a good
guitar.
Battlefield song.
Okay, so wait. Okay, let's get back on track, and I'll provide proper soundtrack. Okay, so he's like, we meet them on the open field of battle, and I'm like,
And he's like, okay,
all right, that's cool.
That's acceptable. He's like, I like where you're going. I
No,
like where
if there's any song that I want to hear in the battlefield, it's fucking Duel of the Fates.
Not corny enough.
I just want to run after mating and just.
What were we watching where that came on? But it was a
fucking
remix?
Heavy Arms thing.
We watched a fucking Gundam Heavy Arms tribute song to Gundam Heavy Arms of Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. And it's fucking Mobile Suit Gundam Heavy Arms fighting people to Duel of the Fates. However, it was a remix of it. And it was more techno-y.
Oh my god.
It was...
We're gonna get flagged.
Boy, is Britney Spears in the room tonight? Jeez.
I feel Britney Spears in this Chili's tonight.
God in this Chili's tonight, and I have the power of God in anime.
Oh boy. Wow. This has been a delight.
I think it's about time for a short rest.
Is it? You want to
Especially
call,
since I have to go Dan the God in anime meme.
call one of them?
Okay, wait. I think we got more requests for acapella D&D.
Acapella D&D. Who the fuck is Nocturnal Demise?
I don't know, but great name.
Welcome,
And
friends.
why don't you follow us, dear friend?
It's like this all the time.
And if you already do, I apologize.
Yeah.
And if you do, I did not recognize your username, and I'm sorry.
If you think the story is going anywhere,
Are you here for
You're in
a
luck.
actual play D&D podcast? Because this fucking goofs all the way down, my dude.
Yeah, we
it could be a
can't.
woman.
We can't handle it.
Even
do
if they're a
that.
woman, they're my
Still a
dude.
dude.
Listen, I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's
You're
a
a
dude.
dude.
We're all dudes.
We're all dudes.
Acapella that?
I don't I don't
Dude.
discriminate.
She's a dude.
He's a dude. We're
We're
all
all
dudes.
dudes.
Hey.
Hey.
Wake me up before you All right, That's good.
What I got.
I will
Handle
never suggest
like
a
the
song
flame
again.
burns the candle, and the candle feeds the flame.
Ladies and
Never
gentlemen,
know the rest
me.
of
this
it.
is D&D.
I'll be the face. Oh yeah.
You make my dreams come true. That's a 5.
Is a natural 20
My
on their
favorite song.
performed.
Nat 20 on the song.
I passed my movement goal today.
Thank you, Hall and or Oates.
Wow,
Okay, no los
this has
dos.
been a
I
blast.
always thought it was Holland. Oh,
Holland
Holland,
Oates.
Like, I thought it was
Holland
one
Oates.
guy.
It's like oats from Holland.
Yeah, those
There's one guy named Holland Oates.
those rare
damn it.
Holland Oats.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
let's get dangerous.
Oh boy.
Can I get
So.
some requests in the chat, please?
Can I get some donkeys in the chat, please?
I can't remember the rest of the song. I'm so sorry.
That's
please.
it.
It's
Darkwing
called
Duck.
DW. Darkwing Duck.
We can do the ending
Let's
to
get
Adventure
dangerous.
Time. The butterflies and bees.
God, I fucking love that song so much. I had to put it on last night when they came over, and I was like, I apologize, but we're going to be listening to the soundtrack from Adventure Time right now.
It was stuck in his head all day.
With me, with the butterflies and bees.
Have my children.
He did the
It's
Darkwing
so
Duck
good.
for him. Because he knows it.
True.
I was like, there's one child there here.
Dan's like, obscure 90s reference? I got you, dude.
I got you.
right.
He's
You want
not
me to
wrong.
fucking Next up is the theme from Squat Cats.
Yeah. So, yeah, your prince Mason / Uriel, the leader of the Bleak Company, says I believe really
Thank you so much.
excellent.
Tag fucking Critical Fit on there too.
That's all I've ever asked
Get
for.
out of here.
Stop. We got one.
Okay.
Let us have
We
it.
got one person to like us. Let him just tweet that out.
Laughing like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Don't know the rest of the song. Fuck me, bad kid.
productivity.
Growing the channel.
If this is what it takes to get viewers.
You're not wrong. You know what? Maybe me and the CTO just lack the same conviction that you guys have. Maybe that's the problem. Oh, maybe I should.
Is it very better? Is it very good?
Stop it.
Is this good?
It's like every fucking
Okay.
Overwatch night. Can you turn up a little bit?
There's a bastion over the culture core. Okay, so Chris, are you gonna get soldier?
We got a dick in your mouth. Okay, try hard. Okay, listen, seriously. This is like every fucking Overwatch night that we have.
You're not wrong.
Hey, Savannah, Jared's on your mic. Hold on. We'll get him in.
Who the fuck is on the fucking get out What's that the truck?
Just turns into that.
Yeah. Okay, it's cool. Nobody's on the fucking point.
Chris yelling, "Is that really what she does? Is a fucking burrito? Burrito's fucking range? Is got that fucking
Is it fucking? Why did you make the shield skinny if you're gonna make the hitbox so wide on the stun lock?
It's a
3
legitimate
times
question.
a
I mean,
fucking
that's
game.
fair, it's fair.
3 times a game. I heard it the first fucking time.
I'm just making
I
sure.
love you so much, but god
I'm
damn
just
it.
making sure.
I think he's still asking himself
Yeah.
because
Like you keep asking
No,
yourself.
it's
That,
about baguette.
you keep asking the question, and then eventually it's like an existential crisis.
yeah,
What does it mean to baguette?
you're not wrong.
Hold on. We need like 1 more minute. So yeah. Baguetta is broken. It's okay. Blizzard knows she's broken.
Are you sure it doesn't sound like I have a Darkwing Duck in my mouth?
Oof.
Anyway,
Oof. And that has been your Overwatch Minute. Courtesy of the Metavillains podcast.
the band,
Sponsored by Critical Fit.
The actual band this time.
the band.
It's definitely fucking the Metavillains, the band, the podcast tonight. For
You're not
sure.
wrong.
Oh, boy.
So, as there is a cacophony of 80s music occurring in the background,
Uriel's still like...
Uriel is like watching all of you guys like have like Comic Sans bubbles atop your head, imagining shit, and he's just like, focus, focus, kingdom to save, world to save, shit's going on. And he's like, all right, so if we can coax Manon into meeting us in open field of battle, I think we stand a very good chance, especially if we feign our numbers.
Nocturnal. I am in need of a health pot.
No, don't give it to him.
Oh, you slept the night before, so roll your hit die and add your con bonus.
Well, shit.
I would like for you to give advantage of the DM over.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
also okay with that. So we should have our donation link somewhere on there, right?
Yeah. If you scroll down, there's a donate link.
Yeah.
That'll send you.
Donate, and I will take whatever hot Darkwing dicking this guy gives me.
True.
What a cheap hoe.
I will.
Because-
I guess if you donate, I will allow you the choice of donating towards advantage on a player or advantage on the DM.
Also, can we-
once per session.
Can we make them an NPC?
Can we make Darkwing Duck an NPC?
No, whatever their name is. We could like put it in somewhere.
Yeah, sure. And you know what? If you donate $5 or more, I will create a randomized NPC in my world that will have whatever not fucking absolutely stupid name you give me. So if you're just like, he's Dick McHamburger Tits, I'll be like, all right, whatever your username is, I'm going to bastardize that and come up with an NPC name.
I like the dick.
McHamburger tits.
Who doesn't? All right, and I have written down a card. Nocturnal Demise, you are getting one NPC, easy boy. Coming right up.
One NP breezy.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to work on my.
You make his dreams come true.
When we start the next campaign, I'm gonna have to fucking
Getting
have a pay structure for everyone.
Your NPC will have his own note card and all, and will go in the infamous box.
The box of Boxo NPCs.
Boxo NPCs that I have for my whole world. So that is Uriel's suggestion. That we coax him into open combat and are able to, at the very least, even if we cannot defeat him, cut him off to where he can be either taken alive or, in the unfortunate circumstance, dead. That is not his preference, as he does not wish to kill a faithful servant of the crown if he can help it. About this. Little
Making over there a little
just
beer
a little
mocha.
champagne of the gods.
Little
Little nectar of the gods.
beer and Jameson, or
No, it's just champagne in a fancy glass, or beer in a fancy glass.
Look at that. It's not champagne.
yeah, honey.
Nope.
That's not
That's-
the.
I mean, it's
That's the
champagne
champagne
if
of
you grew up on
NASCAR.
the west side of Jacksonville.
It's the champagne of NASCAR.
That's not even the champagne of beer. That's Miller Lite.
Yep.
Miller
And I
Lite.
actually do enjoy Miller Lite.
Or is that Michelob?
I prefer Miller.
Can't
it
remember
has
which
more
one is
flavor.
actually the champagne of. It's called the champagne of beer.
Honestly, I do
the
not remember.
champagne beer.
The champagne. All right, moving on. What are we doing?
I just
He
told
just
you.
told us
What do you
what-
want from me? I'm the one who initiated dialogue. You're the one over there like,
Wake me up.
Nope, wrong song. Oh, it's a new song.
It's called appeasing our fans, Jared. Okay,
Fans.
what do you want to do?
Fan.
Fan
Singular,
period.
my dudes.
Your boy ND.
Yeah, it's Miller High Life. Champagne and beers.
It's not the fucking champagne.
That's what it's.
Anyway, continue.
What are we doing, Turkey?
I don't like any of these plans.
Okay, either we kill them,
He's like, I'm addicted to stealing now. So
we parlay
I'm a
with
klepto
them,
now.
we challenge them in trial by combat, or we beat them on the open field. There's got to be a fourth option.
challenge him. Get it over with.
If you can come up with one, there's a shiny coin in it for you.
Dun, 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 dun,
What if you guys
dun,
play
dun,
rock,
dun,
paper,
dun,
scissors?
dun, 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 dun,
Let me tell you how stealthy I am as a
dun,
dwarf.
dun, dun,
Not
dun,
stealthy.
dun, dun,
Not.
dun, dun, dun.
Then
You
you
went
all
into the
fall
tent.
Because there was combat
You
going on,
pick
and
tall or
everyone was just
short.
like doing their
Everyone
thing,
pick
like
short.
trying not to die, and I'm like, whoop.
Yeah, Uriel's like, hey, I was there. I can attest. You guys are only stealthy when there is an actual war going on in the background.
We're on their radar.
And not to be disrespectful, but if Mainon's forces also have support of the Elven Rangers, there's no way in fuck we're making it anywhere near that tent.
Is there a way that we can properly set them up in such a way that we can win a head-on engagement?
We drag them through these hills and we meet them in open combat and we also flank them. I've already stated that we have a significant advantage here, but once the mountain clans come, we will have to relocate. And by pulling them through the hills where we can consistently and constantly harass them, we'll be at a significant advantage. However, I do not know if that will make up for the numbers. But it will at least give us an opportunity to nab Maimon. That said, we should go to an intermission. I have to piss.
Cool. We're going to take a 5 to 7 minute break.
Yeah.
Enjoy some music and some calming, relaxing fire. Here you go. Let's see if it works. Beep. works.
I can't do the X-Files theme song. Everyone else
Welcome back to the Metavillains the Podcast, the band, the episode of D&D that streams on Friday.
Dun dun. Bum, bing.
I was gonna do the Office and I forgot how their theme song goes.
We've watched that show like 10 times and you don't remember how
Forgot
that.
how it goes.
Order that pizza for us in this apartment right now. I'm hungry. Come on, Sav.
Yeah, I completely forgot how the Office goes.
I would donate some bits to you.
Okay, what I'm
Anyway,
realizing.
First off,
Bit ease to you.
Nocturnal Demise, thank you for the $10 donation.
super-
You get
oh my
your
God, that was
NPC. Thank you for the advantage for the lovely dwarf as myself.
Yeah, why did you pick him?
I
But
appreciate.
no worries.
I appreciate it.
anyone but him.
I actually have an NPC card for you, Nocturnal Demise, and in parentheses, knock is written on it. So if you would like any specifics for your NPC, whether you want him to be relevant, not relevant, let me know. You can always slip into my DMs on Twitter at Jared is Enraged, or just at me anywhere, or
Yeah.
even the Metavillains.
Yeah, even
Yeah, at
at
the
the channel
Metavillains.
or the
and
Twitter.
I'll work with you.
When you were engaged, did you change your name to Jared is Engaged?
A missed opportunity, clearly.
Missed opportunity.
That would have been the best way to propose.
That would have been the best. If I was like, Twitter made me change my name. And she was like, what is it now? And I was like, Jared
With
is
ring.
engaged. And then she was like, ring. Instead, I proposed to her at the ground level of Black Sheep. And then she was like, oh my God, are you a papa? And then I like closed it and I was like, nope, that's not the energy I wanted. And she was like, stop it. And I was like, energy. She was like, oh my God, yes. And I was like, okay, that's acceptable.
Oh, I
That
called Chris
Fucking
a
sounds
fucking
about
asshole.
right?
Did I call
Yeah.
you a fucking asshole?
You call me a piece of shit.
Oh.
You piece of shit.
She was like setting up a tripod and I just like it was at
You
Joshua
were taking
Tree.
pictures of me.
uh,
And you were like, there's
no.
something missing in these pictures. Yeah, you were. You said there's. You was. You were taking pictures of me. You
Nope.
said, nope. I had already done the tripod one. You're like, there's something missing in these pictures. And I was like, what? And I'm like, I turned around and you were on your knee. And I was like, you piece of shit.
Once again, sounds about right.
well,
Perfect.
true love.
Marriage is what brings us together.
Together.
Somehow I said
Today.
yes.
Oh, man. And the only thing that didn't prevent me from saying that exact line at y'all's wedding is the fact that I still wanted to be friends with you all.
Together.
We would have 100% accepted that.
Yeah, 100%.
You
Really?
would have killed my mother with laughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My
I
mom
would've
would
totally
have
opened
my
up with
mom
that.
would have lost her shit
Yeah.
if you did that.
It's like one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's Chris's favorite.
Such a classic.
It's top 5.
Sure. So, welcome back to the Metavillains, the podcast, the band, the stupid D&D night on Fridays that we
podcast,
fucking
the
pretend to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's
Can somebody pass this coupon down to the dwarf, please?
hey buddy, you have a coupon. That's not
Nope.
yours.
Talk about petty theft.
Should have put dwarves only in parentheses. Jeez. Who knew?
I'll have to make sure
If
that
he's fucking stealing, I'm fucking stealing.
Also,
Great or
Savannah's my
good?
pizza in the mail.
greater good.
So, you were mentioning that there was a fourth available option.
Oh, that's like playing Mario Party. I like that. Look at
He
Nocturnal.
wants a recurring character that keeps trying to steal something from us.
So you're Bowser. And you're
Bowser Jr.
stealing my stars.
Now you're the computer Yoshi who got the Boo Ghost and steals your star.
Oh, he's Boo
Speaking
Ghost?
of recurring NPCs, you guys are hanging out in the tent, discussing your plans. And you have heard the arrival of many. They only describe them as troublemakers and strongmen. Have arrived in camp
Oh boy.
to support the claimant. That is all they've said, and they are eager to meet with Hayden and the king. The king is like, well, I'm not the king, so, and y'all are in the fantasy world that everybody appears to be living in. If you are my dragoons, why don't you guys check it out?
Let's go. Let's go see who it be.
Let's go.
Awesome. No.
Oh.
You guys walk out.
He's totally right. We're never getting
Yeah,
D&D
I know.
going.
Fucking, yeah, story of my life. You guys
You
head
have
out.
to tune in for the first half.
Oh, man.
This campaign was supposed to be
Jeff,
over in fucking
Noc-
January.
Nocturnal,
We're drunk.
if you no, it wasn't. But Nocturnal, if you would have met us in the very beginning, man, we had such a strong.
Some D&D was going down.
Oh, it was great.
There was D and D.
It's only when we decided to infuse the devil's piss with D&D that things started to go poorly.
or
but-
better.
Or better. It's subjective. That's fair.
The worst part is that we constantly say, I came over here and just said no, no, no when I
And
saw
then-
the alcohol.
No.
To be fair, we were going to get you non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
I made the joke earlier. I was like, look at what we got. And he was like, oh my God. No, we weren't. And I was like, to be fair, we got you some O'Douls. And he was like, fuck you. Like immediately.
This is a 911 from Savannah. 911. If he doesn't have pizza, that's
I
a
was
pretty big
trying
deal.
to draw the address from Uber Eats. But now
This
I guess
is this is an emergencies.
911 emergency.
Can we get some addresses in the chat, please? No, don't.
Can we get some pizzas in the chat?
Here.
Some New York deep dish.
There you go. Nail it. Can we get some demo discs at this house, please? Anyway, Turkey, you go out at the behest of Uriel and Hayden, and you guys are at the gate with several of the Blackthorn Rangers and armored House Black warriors, and there is a large host of what appears to be armed mercenaries. Various forms of like they essentially look, from what you could tell, these appear to be what the kingdom would consider like armed serfs. They have like spears, bow, shields, whole 9 yards, whatever they need. But they also are a very irregular force. Many of them are like tattooed in ways that you would not expect, that you have not seen. They look very similar to the force that you guys fought at the docks at Valkia. And there's a man who is wearing very, very nice clothes. Very nice clothes. He's wearing like magenta pantaloons with very fine oiled boots. He's wearing a lavender shirt and a yellow overcloak.
Mhm.
And he has a what is called a Phrygian. Basically, it's like the symbol of freedom amongst many persons of the North. It's like Link's hat, essentially.
Sure.
And it's like a lime green. And he takes off his hat and he says, "My Lord Turkir." And he bows deeply and throws it back on his head. Roll me an intelligence check. Dan, did you go with Turkir?
Yeah.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh,
okay,
boy.
you do not need to make one.
Should-
Actually, yes, you were there.
I was
Make an
gonna say,
intelligence
I'm
check.
chilling,
yeah.
brother.
Yeah, make an intelligence check, my dog.
That's a 20.
That's
a 19.
a hot 11.
All of you, it takes a second, but all of you recognize this Easter ass motherfucker. That is Flowers.
God damn it, no! That hot flower boy.
Flowers McGillicuddy bows deeply and says, Turkey, puts back on his Phrygian and just says, I am here to bend the knee to my king.
Or queen.
Point the way.
Hey, Knock, by the way, so Flowers, the Sav knows.
As you say,
I
hey,
was gonna
knock,
say, who
you
be-
see
be
the
from?
large visage of a man next to Flowers. He is
The halfling.
from like hand to neck covered in tattoos from what you could visibly see. He's wearing a black shirt with like cut off sleeves essentially. He's wearing also like a black cloak, and he's wearing burgundy pantaloons and dark brown boots. When you say, hey, knock, he's like, what?
Okay. So Carrick just had some sort of cognitive dissonance wherein,
As long as it wasn't ion dissonance.
God damn it again. Have we been here before? I feel like we've been here before.
It's just like every ion dissonance.
Can I
song.
get
It
an
just
ion
keeps-
dissonance in the chat, please?
Jesus God. Okay, back on track. So he's like, "What's up?" I'm just like, I just give him
What?
a concerned look.
And there's a large figure with from knuckle bones all the way up to his neck, from what's visibly seen, covered in different sorts of tattoos. If you didn't know any better, you'd think he was a son of the ocean. He's like a head or two taller than Flowers. And as you guys are like, well, the king's tent that way, large criminal that we know of. He's just like, great, thanks for letting me into the camp. And then just starts fucking walking. And he's like,
Excuse me.
boys,
I said that to Flowers.
that area looks untaken. And you see a bunch of like dudes covered in like tattoos and shame walk that way and start setting up tents. Him and the figure identified as Knock appear to be walking towards the tent. Nocturnal Demise, you are lucky, my dude. You got a cool NPC. Gotta start putting some down.
Remember, it's a
You're
ninja.
not
It's a ninja
wrong.
halfling. And how?
Unfortunately, there aren't too many halflings on this country, planet, universe, so you'll never have to worry about any of those. Yeah, you could make a drinking game out of Back on Track.
Or you can make a drinking game out of how many times we take sips than you drink. Because that would
You'd
be a
fucking
good drink.
die because I'm a professional alcoholic.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, so they go into the tent.
They start heading towards the king's tent.
I feel like, don't we owe Flowers a favor? Is this how I remember this correctly?
I'm not even sure if I was in any episodes with Flowers,
I don't know flowers.
but I'm gonna pretend I know him.
You guys were there. So essentially, somebody, you don't remember who, but one of the core members of the group basically made a deal with an underworld mob boss known as Flowers.
Oh no.
What a great name for a mob boss.
Isn't it though? They made a deal with him that they would owe him a favor if he helped them
God.
out, and he did.
He sure did.
Indeed.
God damn it.
Should we owe him a favor?
Yeah, let's not let him go into that tent.
This could prove advantageous if we fight head on. We should at least hear them out.
Absolutely.
Let's just escort with them. So I'm just gonna run and catch up to Flowers and walk
Sure.
with him.
Let's kind of flank him. I'll go on the other side.
I love this paladin.
I will follow
Our
Flowers.
paladin is tuned to a new dead leaf.
Yeah, I prefer it.
So, anyways, the
You gonna steal his
criminal
shit too?
underworld mob boss known
You're
as
just going to pick his
Flowers.
pockets.
Walking up towards the tent, you guys catch up to him as the members of House Black are like, "What the fuck's going on?" You guys are like, "No, he's cool. It's fine. It's fine."
That's
And they're like-
exactly not what I said.
All right, well, what do you say as they step in the way of the tent? Turk here appears to be walking with the conviction of someone who is okay with what they are doing. Did I misquote you there, or does that sound good?
Nope.
Okay.
Fucking
He does
fine.
not even appear to be saying anything. He's walking with enough conviction that the guards at the door are like, "Oh, okay. Well, they're with Turk here. That's fine." What do you say?
I'm just gonna look. See, I'm gonna give him the eyes. Like,
Who are you giving the eyes?
I'm just gonna kind of look at Flowers, and like look at the guards and be like,
He says, "Turn into a banana and split yourself, you fool. We've got business to attend with the new king."
"All right, leave your weapons at the door."
Sure. Knock, drop 'em. And you see, like, Knock starts, like, pulling out, like, a club out of, like, one pants. And he, like, rolls up his foot and, like, pulls off a short sword he's got, like, glued to his leg hair with some kind of adhesive. It's got leg hair on it now. And he, like, pulls out, like, a long sword out of his pants and drops it. Like, pulls a mace out, like a flail from underneath. Like throws a flail. He like lifts up his shirt and he like pulls a battle axe off his chest. And he's like, "All right, boss, that's it. I'm good to go."
All
And
right.
Flowers looks at you and says, "I refuse to let my tongue flap its way out of my face. You will have to live with these barbs. Now, get the door like the good help you are."
Oh no!
And then you guys hear do 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 do.
And I will stand perfectly still and let him walk through. It's been
1 week since you
Then-
looked at me.
Like cracks his neck from
God
side to
damn
side.
it, Nikki! Oh Jesus!
Sorry.
And he goes, "Knock.
Triggered.
Show this savage how we hold the door for our betters." And Knock goes, "Yes, boss." And like walks over, holds the door, opens it for him. And as you guys are like walking in behind him, he like closes the door after Turkir walks through, but before you do.
I love how I'm just accepting of this.
Me too.
I like how he's railroading you into being like, "Oh yeah, this is cool." Okay.
I mean, to let me know if anything's wrong.
No,
Do you accept of it?
I am accepting of this.
why?
Ooh, that's your fucking friend.
Turkir like walks in, and then like the flap gets shut behind you, and then you walk in, and Turkir's like, "Why would you slam the door? Just walk in. It's fine."
Don't speak for him, because he's not doing shit, and he
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
even know who this is.
Turkir.
Turkey is just choosing the wrong
No,
path.
Yeah.
Chris was there. He was just there in chat.
He was just there in donkey.
He was just there in donkey.
It's true.
Savannah, you're the fucking best. Also,
Isn't
I'm not
she?
that drunk, and
I know you're not.
I'm so. Oh, you said I'm
How
triggered.
you immediately start fucking
I'm
jumping
defensive.
to
I'm not
conclusions.
drunk.
Defensive. I'm not drunk.
You're so triggered. I'm
But
not
if I
drunk.
was, I would want equal.
You know why I'm
rights.
triggered? Why are you just going along with shit? Flowers is fucking dangerous.
I don't know. I feel like we've been going against too much shit lately. I'm cool with him going. You got hurt last
Don't
time. we
let
went
don't let a
against
man
shit.
with a sly tongue get under your skin like that. He may be an evil man, but this could be advantageous to the greater goals.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You're inside the tent.
He's really enjoying saying advantageous.
Now who's being petty as fuck?
She
Yes,
knows,
Savannah, you know him.
She-
Thanks a lot,
she
dude.
knows flowers,
like-
bro. You don't
I
like
imagine
flowers.
this like going down where like the fucking flap closes shut and you just fucking and you're like, don't let him get under your skin. It's fine. It's fine.
I can't
And
fucking
it's like,
hear
it's
you.
like,
I can't
that
hear
much
you
fabric, and
out
you just
here.
hear him. I can't fucking hear you out here. It's really cold. The flap is opened again.
I will throw it open and walk through and stand next to
Very
Turk
well.
here with my hand
As
on his
as
head.
the
That's
flap
my
is
head.
opened and you throw it open, the man known as Knock immediately does a deep and exaggerated bow as he throws his cloak down for you to walk across. As like you're already like 1 foot across before you even realize what he's doing. You look down and like there's this
Mhm.
tattooed dude bowing to your benevolence. And he says, "My lord, welcome to the tent of the king."
All of a sudden, taken back when they show you a little respect there, buddy.
What? Thank you. Okay.
Please accept this servant's humble cloak as an offering. Not dirty your feet on the ground you walk across.
You're no servant of mine, sir.
Indeed, I am
Please.
simply a servant of the king. Long may he reign. Long may he reign.
We don't have a king, but okay.
Just
We, of course, have a king. The High King, the only true king. The king that matters. And
God
like
in
Hayden
heaven.
Black is like off the corner and he goes, "Here, here. Indeed, we have but one king. The true king. Prince Mason." just to fucking trigger
Thought
you.
he was talking about God.
God damn it. Okay.
I feel God in this tent tonight.
I feel God and anime in this tent tonight.
There's a lot of anime, and it's all
By
coming
the
from
power
me.
of the gods and anime, we shall be victorious.
Turk here literally does this.
Don't
Do you mean carrot cake?
That's what I meant. Carrot.
like, don't
no,
speak for
everybody
me.
else fucking speaks for you. Now it's a problem. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
DM understands my character. He's got it down. He's got me figured out.
Where is Uriel? Is he gone?
No, he's at like the front of the tent because he was just like, "Hey, why don't you guys check this out?"
Where is Uriel?
And fucking he's like looking at Hayden because Hayden just made this giant speech about "fuck yeah, long live the king," and he's like, "Dude, that's not in the cards." And Flower says, "Of course, it is not in the cards yet, my lord, but of course it can be. We will sing your praises across all of Valkia. We will mention your name upon every set of lips that exists upon the city of which you are entitled to rule. Of course, you do not own the crown yet. But we, and my humble guildsmen, shall entitle you to all of the earth. All we are looking for, my dear king, is some acknowledgement. And that is all." Deal.
Colin Sav.
Of course. The meta villains, the wife interrupting the band, the podcast.
Or there's wife here too.
You get one chance to answer this phone.
You got one chance, one responsibility.
Mom's spaghetti.
Take it or leave it.
Hey, bud.
Or just let it slip.
Yep.
She let it slip.
You done goofed.
Ooh, that's a
You done goofed.
You done goofed. All right, so Flowers is basically making some sort of proposal to the future king of Warrock.
Great.
And Uriel says, and of course, no doubt this would have a cost. And Hayden interrupts him and says, and what would be your cost, Master Guildsman? And he says, I simply wish to operate my legitimate business at the docks of the king. I, of course, have a warehouse I already own in my own name. However, we've been ransacked before in the name of the king.
Mm-hmm.
And his servants, some of which may be here before you today.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Possibly.
Perhaps. And of course, there is one person that we would like to have a chance meeting with. And should you allow us the opportunity to meet with him, we would gladly support all of you for the crown and give all of ourselves in order to defend it. My army is your army, of course, my lord, and I would never, ever argue the point. These men serve you. I just exist here because I am a, how do we say, I am an encourager of men who would, no doubt, without my presence upon this beautiful land that you own and control, be, for a lack of a better word, controlless. And like Hayden is just like, fancy words for a criminal. But you're hired. Who do you need killed? And like
Killed.
Uriel's just like, I'm sorry. What deals are being made on my behalf? And you see Knock pull out like a small sheet of paper and walks towards Hayden. And Hayden says, Don, don't bother us with this again. And he bows low before Uriel and says, I shall be with my men, should you require my assistance. And leaves the camp. Or, well, leaves the tent you guys are in. Does anybody say anything or do anything?
The Flowers is gone.
Flowers has just walked out along with Knock, who appears to be his lieutenant.
So he handed a sheet of paper
To Hayden.
to Hayden, and
Yep.
Hayden was like, all right, cool.
You got it.
Who's on the paper?
Yeah,
Exactly. What's on that?
I'll go up and ask Hayden personally, like, who is it exactly that he needs killed?
He is asking for the death of an informant. Someone who used to work for Mainen. I have no problem granting his choice.
What is this informant's name?
As soon as your DM finds it, you guys will have it.
So I figured you were doing.
Yep. But it's a familiar. We'll roll a d20, everybody.
It's it depends on your roll. Oh fuck! What are we adding?
Your intelligence modifier.
Oh god damn it!
Ooh, that's a hard 3.
Yeah, it's a
That's a-
second hard 3.
14.
I-
Christopher, who have you guys saved in the past? In Volkia.
Who did we save?
Garrus.
There
yeah,
we go.
that's whose name is on the piece of paper.
Okay.
Garrus. Yeah, it's Garrus's name.
Sucks.
Refresh my memory on Garrus.
Don't we like him?
Garrus was the guy who got us in disguise into Valkia and then promptly went and fucked off, and we had to go find him and save his ass because he was getting beat up by Flowers' guys.
You guys didn't know at the time it was Flowers' guys. In
Right.
fact, Flowers actually told you where.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It's
maybe
odd that Flowers would tell you exactly where he is.
To save him.
Yeah, after he is immediately saying
He
we're
wants
going
to
to
kill
kill
him.
him. You can call my wife now. She just said oop. And she's typing.
Well, you done missed Flowers.
Yeah, now we don't know if we like Flowers.
She likes Flowers.
I mean, I liked him at first.
Criminal.
All right, then we'll never save him again. Far back.
Hi, you're on the Meta Village podcast.
While that's happening.
Welcome to All Rock and Roll. So everybody, we've got Savannah Dark on the line. Welcome, Savannah.
Hey.
Oh, children. Okay, so you missed your boy Flowers. He just gave us this dude's name and was like, "Hey, I want this guy to die."
Oh man.
Yeah, so, and of course, nobody else knows anything that happened in Valkia, so everyone's just like, "Oh yeah, cool." And I'm just like, I can't do anything about this.
Sorry guys.
Hmm.
My bad.
Well,
I mean, I'm trying to make it up to you with some surprise pizza.
I can't wait to see what's on this pizza.
Should probably turn on the porch light.
I mean, they're pretty crazy.
Oh, she
But-
sent pizza here?
I think we'll be good.
Oh boy.
Is it pineapple?
No.
She can't do that. Her husband would fucking
Could.
tilt off of this planet.
The axis of this planet would change
Yeah.
so hard that we would barrel into the sun.
Oh my god.
All right. You're... Those are spoilers. Please stop it. All right. So your wife's on the line.
Is there something that we need?
Huh?
You said, "Can I call?"
Yeah, because I wanted to play with that part with Flowers.
Oh,
Well, he's gone now.
he left. Sorry, maybe you should have picked up.
Whatever. I had to prepare Raven. Raven, you know, she's like,
Sure,
she wants to meet the pizza man.
and eat him because he smells like pizza.
I can't hear you, which is really weird because you're super fucking loud.
I'm a light year away. It's fine. Anyway,
Okay.
I
Well,
love
I'm gonna
you.
go because my
I
pizza
love you.
should
I
be
love
here
you.
in a second.
I love you.
Okay, love you.
I love
bye.
you. Gotcha.
Boop. Well, everybody, that was Savannah from the Meta Village podcast, guest starring on the Meta Village podcast.
Yep. That's how we treat our fans.
We
marry
guest
'em.
star our stars.
We are our fucking crew is our guest stars.
Damn right. All right, so Flowers has left the tent. Hayden seems fairly content. Uriel seems fairly confused.
Always. Are you Ariel or are you Mason? Who fucking knows?
Fuck it up.
Not wrong.
You seem real confused, bro.
He is Uriel.
And
He
sounds familiar.
discarded his name and claim in the hedge and became Uriel.
No, I know I got it, but I was joking.
Boy. Anyways. Uriel says, I do not approve of these followers, Hayden.
Thank you.
I understand the call to arms and I understand what you are trying to achieve, but I don't think that you and I are on the same page. I don't think any of you and I are on the same page. I am just trying to save this place. I have no other attachment. I don't have any love for the crown of the elves. I have no love for my own. I have no love for the dwarven kingdoms. I have no love for the tribes of the Furbolg. I have no love for anything other than the continued success of this world. I'm not looking to create advantage. I am looking to our survival, and that's it. And I feel like everyone here is living in another fucking universe where everyone else is on top of it. Don't care if humanity survives. I don't care if the kingdom of Orok survives. I don't care what happens to any of us in the next 365 days as we complete a revolution around the star in the middle of our fucking universe. What I care about is that this planet is not interceded by the hedge. And I feel like I need to continually say that, which is not a good sign of sanity. And Hayden will look up, and he starts to move from like the bed that he's been in. Somebody like offers his cane, and he like takes it and then throws it across the fucking tent. And he stands up on his own 2 feet. What did you expect, boy? You're a fucking king. You expect everything would be easy? We'd hand it all to you? That you could just make the universe a fucking peaceful place? That you could make Orok a peaceful place? That you could make anywhere a peaceful place? That everything would be fucking daffodils and love play? You are exactly what was wrong with your father and your father's father and your father's father's father if you think you can change anything other than by being the king, other than by being that which you fucking hate. Embrace what you fucking are. Be what you hate and change the thing that you hate so that way you can change that which you love for the better. Or leave this tent and let us all die in your stupid fucking name. But I am tired of burying my brothers, my sons, my grandsons, and my great-grandsons so you can doubt yourself some more. I will be buried right here, one way or another, in the battle to come. Figure out yourself in the next 24 hours. Because that is the amount of time you have left to show weakness. After that, Manon will have either established a puppet or we will be ready to find our own puppet to put on the fucking throne. Your choice. Dan just...
And then what happened?
Uriel appears to be as if he was like hit with a club across the head. There's a lot of quiet. Uriel and Hayden are just like staring down each other. Like one guy goes to cough and another guy just fucking kills him. He's like, you're not interrupting this fucking
Moments.
Oh, no, you're not. I'm not giving it to you. This awkwardness belongs to our player characters. You guys see somebody behind Noke pull out a dagger?
Please fucking try it. Please.
Okay. Anyways. Do you have anything to say?
During this silence.
Hey, what does Turkir say?
I don't know. What does Turkey say, Chris? You've heard this monologue
funny-
appear between
That's a funny joke.
That's
you
a
made.
funny.
two men.
What do you? Well,
Don't let this slide. I can have NPCs kill them both right now.
you
No,
got
no, you
advantage,
can't.
bitch. Use it.
Turkey, you say whatever you want to say.
Say what you need
Fucking
to
first.
say.
All right.
He's not saying anything. I feel like you're gonna say it for him.
No.
Turkey says, "Wake me up before you go."
Stop it.
This guy looks
Holy shit.
longingly
I know.
Holy shit.
out into the streets for pizza. He's on patrol.
Yeah, he really is. He's
Right.
gonna bark.
I'm going to step forward to Uriel and I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and say, "You okay? Do you understand what's going on?"
He like looks at you and he's like, "Why would I be okay? None of this is okay. I'm responsible for the death of innocent people. I'm responsible for a war. I get it. Get it. You all want to remain relevant throughout the years. Cool. I am not the reason to fall on that fucking sword. Sure. We will get the bracelet. We will continue this discussion after that.
Well, let's not get it twisted. I respect you very much. You're a great leader and a great warrior. If you don't want to be king, you don't have to be king. Let me tell you something. I'm here for the same reason you are. We're going to close this world to the hedge, and we're going to save it. What you do after that, king or no, that's up to you. I can't speak for anybody else, but let's do what we need to do.
And quite frankly, you are the only dragoon who is behaving as a dragoon. Like as he says that, Hayden is like about to sit down and he's just like, the dragoons don't exist for you, boy. They don't exist for me. They exist for Auroch. And the best dragoon you've had walk through these fucking flaps is him. And he points at the dwarf.
God fucking damn it.
He says, you hold on to your friends, and you hold on to the dragoons that you have. But you don't forget the ones that have given you the ability to do what you do. The ones who have fought for the throne, your father, your brother, and after your discovery, you. And he like sits back down. Just leave it to a king to forget those who fight for him. And leave it to a king to forget about those who give a shit about him. And leave it to a king to only remember those who agree with him. And that isn't a slight upon you. You are a creature of nothing but what I have foreseen to be love. And you are too good for us.
Oh.
You're basically what we would consider corgis to us. We don't deserve you.
We don't.
Oh.
Nope.
I'm too
You're
good.
a good boy.
You turn into a fell wolf.
I'm
Sorry.
He's like pet behind the ears.
yeah,
Getting those head scritches.
I am too good for no one. I'm just an orphan trying to do the right thing.
He's an orphan. The orphan's like, hey.
Hey, does Turk here do a rim shot then, or like? That's it. What is he? What is he saying?
Perfect.
Jesus God.
Whew. Not here in Orok, baby.
No, fucking. I'm tilted.
That god is dead here.
Tilted into the fucking stratosphere already.
Turk here, would you like to say anything? Would you like to add some donkeys to this chat, please?
I don't know. DM, does he?
Are you gonna say anything?
Savage burn.
You haven't said fucking shit
I
all
haven't.
goddamn night.
No, I haven't.
Except, okay. Wow, okay.
Except, DM, what is Turk here saying?
You're not wrong. I'm also still trying to kind of catch up from last time. Where I'm just
A lot of crazy shit has happened,
a lot
admittedly.
of stuff has happened.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to fuck up what you guys set up.
They fucked it up plenty. It's all good.
Yeah, we.
Go nuts. Do whatever you want, lady. Seriously.
All right, I
No.
marry flowers.
Sure.
What? I turn into a fell wolf and kill her.
Jesus.
And,
And
you
in-
know, as long as we're saying whatever the fuck happened.
An
Fucking
NPC
try
just
it.
goes,
Try it. I
just
fight.
Nikki, do you really want to fucking go?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I'm going to use my
She's a
mixed
wizard.
staff.
You,
she's a wizard and you have like 20 hit points.
Yeah,
Relax.
so please fucking start.
I have quite a few hit points now.
Oh, yeah? No, you've been a sleepy boy.
So she'll do 2 fireballs.
Yeah. I'll do 2 tooties.
to them fiery boys.
You know, as long as we just
Fell wolves are weak
Say.
to fire, aren't they?
Well, we know they're weak to smite.
True.
We have learned that.
weak to quadruple spell slot smites.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
I mean, that's what you do as a paladin.
So, what are you doing, Mr. Paragon, Mr. the only dragoon who does fucking anything right in this goddamn game?
That's according to that guy.
Plus advantage.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who would disagree with Hayden right now.
Yeah.
For instance, Maiden, who's like, "Where the fuck's my book?"
I can't wait till that encounter. Be
I
like,
just had the
sticky fingers.
fucking sticky bandits over here.
God.
Whackity schmackity
Oh
doo.
my god, we are fucking Marvin here.
Well, you don't have the book anymore. You gave it away.
I
Go in
gave
your
it to-
game.
to
We
Uriel.
just tried to
Yeah,
be
they'll not
them,
know
but in
you
this
had
game, you guys are them.
Oh my god, we're fucking Marvin Harry.
Whackity schmackity doo.
Marv! Harry, what are you fucking doing?
To be fair, those movies are great.
Yeah.
Get hit in the side, just start going.
Like, if you can't watch Goodfellas, Home Alone is a good follow-up.
All right.
Hi.
What are you gonna fucking?
I mean,
do,
are you going
man?
to keep fucking goofing or are you going to let me talk?
Are you gonna fucking talk? Yeah, I've been waiting for 20 minutes. I have to keep doing things.
The goofs continue.
And the goofs go on.
Goofs.
And as the goofs of
find
our
a way.
lives continue.
I just love fucking with you at this point. Uriel, I'm having a hard time following where your heart wants to go. Because for someone who says they want to save the world and destroy the hedge, you really don't give a shit about anything. So why are you doing this? And before you answer, your father gave me a second chance. Father gave all of us, and by all of us I mean me and the giant over here, a second chance
Not me.
to have a new life, a new existence on this world, and do something that could potentially matter. I'm here to aid you in that quest, but if you can't believe in yourself for 1 minute, why should I keep following? At this point, why don't we just take the books? Because if we're going to sit here and have this conversation about you don't want to be king when you need to be king, why are we here?
That's fair. Perhaps I've been selfish with my freedoms. Perhaps in my haste to be nothing more than I am, I have forgotten exactly what I am.
The burdens that we don't want are typically the burdens that we need. If there's anything that I've learned from what I believe in, is to always be better from whence you came.
If it appears that I do not care what occurs, it is simply because my hate for the hedge is that much more. And it is also due to my own selfishness. I do not wish to be a prince. I just am. And I do not wish to be king. But here we are. This is not what I seek. It's just what has happened. And I do not want others to mistake what I am for who I am. I am here to destroy the hedge. And I thought I was not here to lead men. And I thought I was not here to be the king's son. And I thought I was not here to lead men. But every step of my life, I have led men, and I have been their lord. And I have fought on their behalf. Can you shut the fuck up? Do you want to calm it down, Skywalker? Do you want to walk out of a sky?
Guy, get out of here. He tries to like see every person. Like,
Naturally. Can we get some pizza in the chat, please?
We certainly can.
It's going to be nothing but pickle pizza.
Holy shit.
pizza.
What in the world?
Yeah, I don't know what she did.
Thank you.
Savannah, what the fuck?
Fucking angel.
I mean, you
got
say
it.
what the fuck, but it was put on my card.
Yeah, thanks.
The thought
Well, she put in the effort.
What was the last?
That's all that matters.
What was the last couple sentences there?
He was like, he said, yeah, okay, so sure, I fight against this, but I'm still the leader of the Black Company. I've still been a leader of men. I've still fought for other people. I get it. I'm just not comfortable with it. And I'd be a lot more comfortable with it if everybody's expectation was not, I'm just their king. And I'm ready to make king decisions. I'd be more better off, and I think we all would, if we accepted the fact that I've never spent a day in my life being or learning from a king. And that maybe if we're going to make a decision, we need to not just make it in so much haste that it could come back to hinder our kingdom in one way or another. Because honestly, that's what got us here in this situation in the first place. People made bad decisions in a hasty way, and now there's a barrier between us and another world breaking down.
Well, you don't need to be king to fix our problems. And that's what I would say to you, too. He doesn't need to be king. I think we've got bigger problems, bigger fish to fry.
Well, I can assure you, without some sort of assurance from me, Hayden will pack it in right away. Hayden's in the corner like, yep. Hand me that Jamie boy.
Savannah just send me a text of the pizza on its way thing. Says estimated delivery in like 15 minutes.
Here.
Yeah. Under promise, over deliver.
Mm-hmm. So good. Hit it. That's why I bought it.
If there's one thing I've learned on this journey, this is in character. It's not like we're like having a life moment as we're swigging whiskey
And it's Nikki's
in front of a fire.
Yep.
Is that
I feel caught.
destiny always catches up. You can always say that you don't want to be what it is that you were meant to be, but you will always be what you were supposed to be. I never thought in my life that I would fight with a giant. I never thought in my life that I would fight with an elven woman. I never thought in my life that I would commit a petty theft for the greater good. Zing.
Eric's just slapping his knee.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
He done did it.
But you've said it yourself. Your whole life has been running away from what you don't want to be, yet you continue to be what you have to be, a leader of men. To me, there is no difference than leading leading your band of mercenaries than leading the free people of Orok. They all follow you, regardless if you know how to. They listen to you because you are their leader. You don't have to know the answers. We never do. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know how this is going to go. We know the solution, but how to get there, we never know how. In order for this plan to work, any of the 4 plans that we've come up with, it seems that we're backed into a corner. And that a decision needs to be made in order for us to have the support for any of the plans to work. And I hope you find the strength, the courage, and the fortitude to make whatever decision you deem right. And I will say, regardless of what decision you make, if your job is to destroy the hedge, I am still with you there.
Should you all choose to stand by my side, should the both of you stand on my right and left, should you, Princess Noke, choose to continue to be the guiding principle that we have had, provide aid, I will hold our kingdom and its debt to yours. With my brothers, walk into the fires of the 9 hells. We'll all carry each other out. For better or worse, for king or grave, would see us all through the other side. A bottle of some sorts. Chris, you done fucked up!
That's the certainty I've been looking for.
Pass that to Sermon so he can drink on it like a man.
Like a man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no need for that.
Very well.
This is my body, which will be given unto you. It is a Good Friday. This is my blood. This is the story of a girl. Anybody? Okay. All right.
Oh boy.
She drowned the whole world.
She cried a river and drowned the whole world. She looks so sad and
Look at this photograph.
No, stop it. Damn it. No.
Not finishing it. Not finishing
Look
it.
at this graph.
Look at this graph. Anyway.
When she smiled.
Hey, man, we got through a heavy moment there.
I just want the Seinfeld song to come on.
I really I really enjoyed your monologue.
So we all okay, freeze frame with all of us
Did you just
like with our
fart?
glasses going up.
I enjoyed your monologue.
And suddenly we're attacked by something.
Are we attacked?
That's
The,
just
the urge to eat pizza.
yep.
Same.
Hit that 3 key, buddy.
We doing another intermission.
Yep.
All right, another
Quick-
short
quick-
pizza intermission.
Food break.
Food break.
Zaw.
its importance, yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back
Hi.
to All Rock and Roll. I am your, as of just a few moments ago, single dungeon master, Jared Dark.
I knew you were gonna say that.
If you're asking why, it's because my wife sent me some pineapple pizza.
Sent us pineapple
I'm
pizza.
sorry. You have to be
Even
a
worse.
little more specific.
Even worse!
Pineapple Papa John's pizza.
She defiled the home of my friends.
Meanwhile, our
triple
dog is
P?
just scavenging over there.
Triple
That's a
threat
triple.
right there.
So-
Triple threat.
A triple
Hey,
pret.
A question to bring us back into the zone.
Okay.
Which Overwatch character would you swipe right on?
Baguette.
For sure.
I don't even know that, but I know that it sounds like bread. So
I would swipe right on carbs.
True.
Granted, I would swipe right on any of them except for Tracer.
well, now that you're single, you'll
See
swipe
ya.
right on all of them.
Well, Tracer would swipe left on me. I don't see why it's.
No,
I'd be
she
like,
would like swipe
cavalry's
left,
hand, left.
then recall, then swipe left, swipe left, left.
And then she would just show up in my house and bomb it.
Yep.
Oh,
Hiya.
Thumb.
Yeah, I don't.
Hi.
I don't have any time for that. I don't want to.
I feel like that's just what happened. That's just what happened to us. We got
feel-
pulse bombed
feel
with a
like it.
pineapple pizza.
Yeah, maybe I did marry Tracer. Maybe Tracer was in it for the long haul. Well played. So Tracer.
She's fucking diva main. What
Yep.
did you expect?
She's a diva main. Where is she?
I wouldn't know because she's not
Bonzo.
responding. You heard it here first, folks. Savannah Sabotage Dark
She literally sabotaged us.
is a fucking Hanzo main.
That's right. You sabotaged our pizza.
Never thought I would get
With the-
bamboozled
the
in my own
Papa
house by
West
someone that's
and
not my
the-
wife.
Pineapple.
When did I bamboozle you?
Bamboozle all the time.
I never bamboozle.
Chris, we should get another dog.
That's not a bamboozle.
Tell Mikolo to come over. She says. I'm going to tell her to get in the chat.
Can we get some angry wives that I'm gonna force in the chat, please?
Holla.
Gotta get in there.
Angry wife over here.
Anyways,
She's having the best.
you guys have convinced Uriel to take a second look at the idea of becoming a king.
Okay, so we just convinced him to think about it.
Roughly, yeah. And
All right.
Let's start.
Well, if there's a promise of a wife.
he is in it to win it.
Savannah, by the way, I hate to tell you here first, but you've been served them papers.
Come back on the market.
We were
as
served
of
the pizza, you served the papers.
the great pineapple fiasco of 2018.
Hey, Jared, can I borrow that thing that's on your hand?
The ring?
Yeah.
You mean that thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
Skywalker almost ate it.
You gonna get it? Okay. Can you pick that up for me, my dude?
Double ring.
God damn it.
Oh, you go double. Now you love me extra.
No, me and Jared can just say it's our rings now.
Guess I'm kicked the fuck out.
I do.
She sent regular pizza.
That's not what we fucking got.
We got pineapple, my dude.
We got breadsticks disguised as pizza.
Therefore, it's,
These are fucking rogue breadsticks.
How many times do we do this, boss?
Hey, how many times did you slice that
They
pizza there?
literally
Well, I don't know. I didn't slice it enough, I guess. Well, you better slice it some more.
They
So the
literally
pineapple
cut it
pizza-
into 16 pieces.
the pineapple pizza that you sent was not well received, for the record. But the other pizza,
I ate 3 slices of it.
We
I
still
don't know what
ate
he's
it.
talking about.
We still ate it.
the other pizza that you sent was cut into pencil thick strips somehow.
They were literally number 2 pencils.
It's the first 80-piece pizza I've ever received in my life.
It was cut into fucking fractals.
Like it was cut into like this was the popular vote for Ralph Nader.
It was the Metatron logo for sure.
You're right over there.
It's the vote for Ross Perot.
1 for Martin, 2 for Martin.
Here's one for Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, you lose a ring in their house.
Oh yeah, that would be the second time then.
I've ditched a ring in your house twice, but I found the other one. It doesn't matter.
It's true.
I just left it there. That's all.
For safekeeping.
Also,
Yeah.
me and Jared are the true power couple in this situation. So
What?
Not
No,
wrong.
they're a power couple. They're getting married. They said so.
We already got the rings to prove it.
We're a power couple.
I don't know about that because
Proving us right.
I'm sorry. Did I
One
not
debate at a
ride
time.
your hide once?
this is getting oddly sexual, and I need you to
Is it?
calm down for a second.
I'm sorry. Did I not name my dildo after you?
Oh, Chris!
I
named
didn't name
the
it.
dildo after me. Firstly,
I'm Dildo Dan.
I'm sorry. Did my
I'm
husband
the
not
real-
name his dildo after you?
I'm the real deal.
I'm Dildo Dan.
secondly, you can't be a power couple if it's like a dom sub relationship. So, just
So wait,
saying.
which one of us
Apparently-
is dom and which one's sub?
Apparently they followed directions.
Thanks. No one likes
Uh,
you.
I like
Jump
her.
off a bridge.
I like her.
I like you, Savannah.
In that
See,
we
power
wish you would
couple.
jump off a bridge way. So,
Or at least it was over.
I think the best part of the joke was that it was used with your money.
yeah. That's
What's-
the
what's-
best part of joke for everybody but me.
That seems to keep happening. Fun
What-
jokes
what
with your
was-
You're
money.
not wrong.
What was
You're not
what was a
wrong.
better joke? The Amazon or one pizza boy?
Also not wrong.
Okay, well let's get into our thing.
Uriel's like, I'm gonna be king.
All right.
Yeah, I know you did. You spent a lot on pizza that you had delivered to our house, but what you had delivered to this house, I wouldn't necessarily call pizza. I would just call it Papa John's.
Papa John's.
Anyway, take a shot because we're back on topic.
Yeah,
Can we get some topics back in the chat, please?
need that. Thank you. All right, so Uriel is like, all right, fam. I get it. I'm gonna be king. That doesn't necessarily make me agree with everything that's happened in camp so far. Any more than it made me agree with the things that were happening in Mainan's camp. But I guess at the very least, I have more of a word in the way things are conducted here, provided I choose to be vocal about them. Good talk, everybody. I'm glad we agree. Excellent. Fantastic. So, I guess our next approach should be determining how we grow our forces and bait Maiden into an engagement.
Can't we bait him with the book?
I don't know that he will. He still holds all the power he needs.
With the bracelet?
Exactly. He can still name the king, and I already gave him all the information he needs. For the most part. Granted, we do have his one true intelligence officer at our side. It's Nicodemus. Here, Nicodemus. Go. Ah! intelligence.
Well, I'm sure that we could bait him with a false surrender and ambush him.
Well, I agree that is a sound tactic. I would also like to present that he is a sound tactician who has participated in many engagements.
Well,
If we wish to present a surrender, he's going to have us come to him.
well,
I think we need to make ourselves very clear from the get-go. Even if we're lying, we're a threat. Deal with us.
We need to bluff him.
Hayden did say that we had the advantage in guerrilla warfare.
Exactly.
Maybe we can hide everyone in the hills and lure them into the pass.
Even that, I don't think would be enough. But I do think it's our best bet.
Okay.
Time is it?
It is 11:07.
Oh, nice.
Okay. We can go for a bit more. Roughly 20 to 30 minutes more, or we can. How do you guys? What do you want to do?
Hold it now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Okay.
spent. I
Yeah, because I'd like
You just
to
ate all that pizza and now
You gotta
you're
work
like,
in the morning.
"Bah."
devise a nice plan next
Sure.
time.
All right.
I've got some ideas.
So we will end there with everybody planning out their next moves, hidden in the camp alongside their new king. This
Hey.
podcast brought to you by Critical Fitness.
Hey, it's critical fit.
What's
Mason
critical fit, Dan?
attractive?
I'll tell you, other Dan.
Well, Dan, Critical Fit is a fitness program with elements of classic role-playing games. I was about to say role-playing RPGs. So you roll a character
Some
by
RPG
doing
RPGs.
some fitness tests. Yeah. And then you progress by following some quests and following your workouts, and it gets you fitter and ups your stats. So we had a very successful Kickstarter campaign, which is 95% complete. Just got a couple more boxes to ship out, which is exciting. And you can learn more on our website, critical.fit. And I've got a new web store going up soon. So be on the lookout for that. Follow us on Twitter at RollCriticalFit.
All right, and that's been our ad read for this evening. Starting from the far end of the table, working our way back, we are joined this evening by, as always, the beautiful.
Hi, I'm Chris. I play Turkier, the paladin. I have a roll advantage.
Who gave you that role advantage?
That was our friend Nocturnal Demise, our newest follower
Hell
and
yeah.
nice donator who now has an NPC in the game because of the lovely donation. So
I'm
thank
sorry.
you.
Right.
What does Turkey say?
He can keep doing those memes all he fucking wants. I'm catching up in experience soon.
Rue?
X and X.
Go ahead and X up.
Gonna give it to you.
Go ahead and X up. Sell out.
Oh God.
Please don't give him any more fucking advantage
I'm
or any more
Nikki.
money.
AKA No K. I do not have a roll advantage. Thank you for nothing. And have a great evening.
Hi, and I'm Dan. I play the role of Salty Furbolg Carrick.
I'm sorry, what's Dan whining about now?
Well, let me tell you.
Spider-Man 3.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Please never watch the fucking Metaville.
Between the buried and me. Love you.
I own a successful company and I hate things. Thank you. Fuck off. Love you too.
As always, I am your piece of shit dungeon master who has
Newly
made
single.
all of this possible, including the upcoming divorce in my life. So, if you guys want to check us out, we are the Metavillains on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. That's our email, metavillains@gmail.com.
I sure hope so.
Do we even check that anymore? Probably not.
I don't even have access to
I
that.
don't think. We even have a website,
Fucking add us.
but we don't do that. But if you want to slip into my DMs, I am Jared as in Jared isn't
Jared
Jared
As
is
engaged.
not
Jared,
engaged.
Jared is engaged.
Jared is divorced.
JK. Jared is divorced. JK. Jared is enraged at Twitter.
Which one of you guys posted about fucking pizza? Anybody post about pizza?
What?
Because I don't think Bree fucking follows us on the goddamn chat. And she just goes, "You're not eating pizza, are you?"
You should let her know that we
Or she's
always
a
eat
fucking
pizza on
psycho.
You can
Fridays.
bring that to her because I'm not
Yeah.
touching it again.
Yeah, bring her that
She can have whatever
pineapple
she
cancerous
wants.
Show
pizza.
your love and affection by giving her number 2 pencils with
A
cheese
watch
on
from
top.
Movement watches.
Hey, so we're all here for Movement Watches. It's MVMT Watches.
Slash the
Hashtag
Metavillains.
join the movement.
Just real classy store, department quality watches at a quarter of the department store price.
10 out of 10.
So
That's not real gold.
Movement, fucking sponsor us or whatever. You can
No,
reach
they have class.
that you can reach 5 viewers, 4 of which will buy Movement watches.
The viewers are all us.
True. I will. In
We
fact,
buy
one
movement
of your
watches.
with a coupon code,
True.
but only with a coupon. Anyway, this is it's been a Metavillain production brought to you by all of the Metavillains and their bros, and we hope to see you all next week. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Bye. Love you too.
Kill yourselves, especially you, Savannah.